up close and personal with this disaster. Yep, not all cooking recipes end up with success. Some of them end up in failure, and we learn from our failures. I have 4 suspects to go through. Let's start from the beginning. And this is what I did. It all started when I had overripe bananas, and instead of throwing them out, I decided to freeze them for a later recipe, like a smoothie or a banana bread. And I went with the latter. But this time, I wanted to introduce some chia seed to the bread. An experiment. In order to make our banana bread, we need to defrost the bananas and leave them out of the freezer in a warm spot for about 4 hours. To thaw. To start making this disaster, I started with the wet ingredients. Get your bowl, add in your brown sugar. We used about 2 cups, which is about 400 grams of sugar. Half a cup of shortening, or 100 grams of shortening. If you don't have shortening or you don't like to use shortening, you can substitute it with butter. Instead of adding 1 stick of butter, which is about 100 grams, you add 2. The butter and the shortening need to be melted in the microwave and left to cool down before adding to the sugar. Mix the butter and shortening until well combined. Then it's time to add in your egg, 4 to be precise. Very important to reiterate, your fat, butter or shortening need to be cool here, so it doesn't cook the eggs. Mix it all in, just like that. And add in some vanilla extract. Next, it's time to start with the dry ingredients. A teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt. Then comes the first suspect in this recipe disaster, the chia seed. I added half a cup of chia seed, which is about 80 grams. This is the second time I tried to cook with chia seed and it wasn't successful. I think it's very hard to make chia seed hold itself. I thought it would behave like a thickener and hold its shape, but it didn't work. The overripe bananas. Here is the banana that we thawed earlier, ready to be added. Finally, we're going to add the flour, 3.5 cups in total, which is equivalent to 450 grams. The second suspect, the flour. Maybe I didn't add enough. What do you all think? Let me know in the comment. Even though it might appear like a lot of flour, the reason for that, I was hoping it would help solidify the bread. However, the large amount didn't work. So add in your flour in stages so that you can mix it in thoroughly with the rest of the ingredients. And now we are ready to shape our bread. You can try any mold you like. I went with this one. Add in some non-stick spray. Then pour in your mixture. Try to distribute it evenly with whatever mold you have. Using gravity, give it a few gentle taps on the table to spread the mixture evenly. And now we are ready for the oven. Bake at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 200 degrees Celsius, for half an hour. And here is our third suspect, the cooking time and temperature. I don't think I made mistake here, but maybe I did. Let me know in the comment. After half an hour, this is the result. Now for the toothpick test, which I did, the result was not dry. I thought that was normal, because the chia seed tend to thicken the recipe and the banana bread was no different. Against my better judgment, I decided to release it from the mold. I began with choosing the serving plate place your serving plate on top of the mold, just like that, and then flip. Give it a few taps to make sure that it releases. Mine didn't release, which confused me even more, that it was ready to come out and cooked to perfection. The harder taps made me realize that it might have been overcooked. So I started to loosen the edge using a knife, and then tried again. By this time, I started to think that there's something is wrong. All that cooking spray and it's not coming out of the mold. I tried a bit harder to release the banana bread, and finally it was out. I thought it was a success until it started to break in front of my eyes, starting from here until the distance you saw at the beginning. This was after an hour of cool down. As for the taste, it tasted great. It was edible, no nasty raw dough flavor or anything like that, just fallen bread. Which brings us to our fourth suspect. Maybe it was the mold. I need to choose a smaller mold. Thank you for watching till the end. If you have any questions or comment, please feel free to leave them below. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel and sharing the video with your friend who like banana bread. See you on the next video.